for a little while now. And this is not what I want to share with you, but apparently this is a thing. Uh, Google or go to YouTube's or whatever and type in Dolly Parton. You know, remember that old country singer person? Still looks the same as she did in 1980, which is weird. But let's just put that aside. And she's still a thing, apparently. I didn't even know she was still alive. I didn't even. Well, obviously, you can't kill cockroaches. Um, she just did like a infomercial on why you should go get the what's that thing they're doing with the stabbing people with needles these days. So you can it, just go YouTube it. That happened, and I'm like, this has to be all CGI. That can't be a real person. That must be a robot. It must be a digital. I something CGI. I don't know. No, apparently you know that song she did, Jolene. Guess what? She redubbed it. So saying Jolene, she said, like, I can't say it on here because that happens. That's so funny. She can say it though. She's allowed to, as long as she's supporting it. As long as she's encouraging people to go take an experimental whatever and just, hey, try it out. Maybe it's good for you. It's like get up and have yourself a lime. That's what I got here. I got uh, lime water and a little bit of sugar in there because I like a limeade. I like limeade better than lemonade. Not always. If I'm gonna do a iced tea like a Arnold Palmer iced tea and lemonade, but I'm just drinking limeade. Okay, so I get up and this would be a healthy thing to do. Um, it's not an unreasonable thing to do. It's a very, I would say it's intellectually sound, scientifically proven, despite the fact it's not even alkalinic. Lime is acid. Yeah, get up and just do a lot of acid. Lime juice. I guess because your stomach acid, it's helping that, and then cleans your blood, cleans your system, gets your bowels moving, so you can take a nice healthy dump in the morning. Took me 3 minutes and 38 seconds to say anything about poop, but that would be a reasonable thing. That'd be a reasonable. Hey, excrement. Yeah, I just said poop, and here you show up. Look at right on time, like clockwork orange, like clockwork orange poop. Dude, have you ever had an orange poop? That'd be weird. I mean, I guess you could have like super weird brown poop, like the brownish orange, like a what would you call that color? Let's just get back to what I was saying though. Let me not run this off the track completely. So I'm drinking some lime juice because that's a healthy thing. That's a healthy thing to do. And I would say, it has been in every way proven to be something intelligent to do. But now we have celebrities, and I don't know who celebrates these fucking people. Oh, I just said fucking again. Ugh. Alrighty. Wiling out already. Woo, getting crazy here. Can't say fucking before 7 a.m., I guess. Except I just did shit. Fuck. Damn. God. Ah! I got autism and Asperger's real bad. Told you. Can't. I got all sorts. I'm a diseased individual, but these people, these celebrities, and these I don't know why you'd call them that. People that just are popular. I mean, I don't even know why they're popular. Just they just they imprint them on society, and queens and uh, presidents and I don't know, and this Dolly Parton chick, right? Telling people that that what they should do to be healthy is go grab a needle and jam it into their arm, and then just I don't know what it is. Like you don't know what it is. Just go ahead and put that in me. That's gonna fix something. They're like, no, you got to do it a couple more times, and then I still got to wear a mask and get stabbed in the arm again. It doesn't for me. Hey, crazy. Doesn't seem like a very fair trade. I don't consent. I will not have it. It's not happening. I don't. I'm not. Maybe it's just me. Maybe crazy me. I don't like needles. I don't. I don't know. Other people out there like needles. Good idea. Why do we observe our poops? Um, to see how we digest things. I mean, I don't. Some people don't. Some people I do. I don't always. I'm not always like. I'm not like sticking my hand in the toilet like wow, like looking through. But you want to see how you digest something. I think it's like observing the way that we speak, the way that we think. Because the way we think is a result of all of the other information that's been poured into our eye holes and ear holes, and you know, and the same thing. So when you eat something, you just want to see, hey, here you go, did it digest good? So I'm here gonna drink some lime and water and a little bit of sugar in there because I find it enjoyable and delicious, and it's also very cleansative. And later, I'll look at my poo poo, I'll look at my duty, I'll look at my, see what came out. See what I'm like. Oh, what did I eat yesterday? Did did I drink some vodka yesterday? And did I get a little goofy? Of course. But all in all, you know what what I wouldn't do? I wouldn't find a vial of something with a some an is it natural? Like, I mean, could you go into nature right now and find a needle? Like nature. Like, do you think there's just needles popping up everywhere? Like, I mean, is there just like stainless steel needles with all sorts of liquid in it? Could you just go find that for me? No, I don't think you could. Let me just answer that for you. You could find a lemon, lime, an orange, a peach, a pear, a plum, an avocado, and even if you're into animals, eating those things, you can find those. But you're not gonna. I'm pretty sure that evolution. I don't believe that anywhere along the path of evolving, if you believe in that horrific, ridiculous, stupid story. I was once a fish that crawled out of the water and then became a monkey, and now I'm here as me. If I just said that, it's laughable. But if somebody goes, I have a suit and tie on and I can explain to you evolution, I was like, how many years ago did that happen? You were here for that? Did you experience that? No, but you know what? You know what? Even in the evolution theory, which is a pile of fucking trash. I'm not saying that I believe in I don't I'm not saying that I believe in some Jesus figure, some God or something. I don't know. Maybe there's a few other ideas besides those two. Just to let you know. But nowhere along the line of evolution was there like, let's go throw a bunch of weird shit into a vial and then stick a needle into someone's being. That didn't happen. This is healthy. Health. It's all in here. But you still got to wear a mask now, even if you do that, even multiple times. By how many different companies? How how disgusting and and just filthy and absolutely. Uh, do they need help? Like these people that are pushing this, like they're like, yeah, just give them that. They'll whatever. How awful of people are these? I mean, we've all done shitty things in our lives. Let's be honest, you know. But this right here that they're doing right now, the whole thing has the whole thing they're forcing on the popular. Not only forcing it, but they're encouraging very heavily to this is what the mask proven to be unhealthy. It just makes sense that it's unhealthy. Sticking needles into people, not a great idea. Nah, and I would put it up there in one of the dumbest things you could ever do. And do I know about needles? Yes. When I was a child, I got allergy shots. I never had allergies, and then one day my parents were like, "Let's take him to the doctor and see if he's got any allergies." And they stuck a bunch of needles in my arms, like 100. Oh, it was fucking painful and stupid. I hated everything about it. And they're like, "Apparently you're allergic to." They told me I was allergic to the things that I enjoyed doing. Fucking Munchausen's like a motherfucker. Mm. If you don't know what Munchausen's by proxy is, go look it up. Munchausen's disease. It's a it's to make you believe you're sick when you're not. So they told me that I was allergic to. Imagine this. I played sports every day. Never was sneezing. Never was coughing. Never whatever. Like you're allergic to grass. To fresh cut grass. This is what they said. Fresh cut grass. They just started telling me everything that I liked doing was I was allergic to. You're They said you're allergic to mold. Who the fuck isn't? Who is not having some sort of response to mold? Grass cut? Huh? I I run around and play football and soccer every day. I'm playing in the field. I've never had a fucking. I skinned my knee. I had green knees from falling all over the place and playing sports. No, you're allergic to that. Now you got to go every week and have a have a good old jab in your arm. What's up, TD? What you doing? You're gonna grow gills back. What's up, Dylan? What do I think about it? I don't really. I mean, it's just one more. It's one more complete farce. It's one more complete boiled hog shit, is what I'll say. If you took a hog's shit and put it into a and just boiled it, that's about the size of it. I mean, has any other president been anything other than an actor? No. Is this is whatever that dude is completely beyond beyond awful? Like when I've never met anyone that would say out loud that they voted. But I'm certain I've met people that did because of their hate for Trump. Whatever. I don't really care either way. Uh, they voted for Biden. I know people that voted for Biden. And if you were to ask them today, like, have you seen this dude speak? If they're being honest and they have, they would just go, "Oh Christ, this fucking guy." Like, yeah, you voted for them, right? That's who you like. That's who you prefer. So you want to run your factory? That's who you want to. You're gonna listen to that guy? I don't care what he's doing. Here's my opinion on it, on the matter, and this is from a very far distance. I don't pay attention to politics. I have to know about it just slightly because it's everywhere. You're gonna talk to people. You can see it on if you turn your YouTube on, you turn on the Instagrams, whatever. You're gonna find it. My opinion is this: um, someone that can't Someone that he's the kind of he is so old and so senile. If he exists, he might be CGI. It might be a person with a mask on. I don't know, or maybe he's a great actor. Whatever it is, but if that dude is legitimate, he legitimately needs to be put in like a sanitarium, like somewhere that would help him. He needs a lot of help. He was the kind of person. Look at his shoe. I think he wears Velcro shoes, but still looks down at his shoes and tries to figure out how to tie his Velcro shoes. He's literally out of his fucking mind. I'm not saying like the way I'm out of my mind. I'm crazy. Ooh, look at me. No, the dude needs a lot of help. He's somebody that if that was if that dude was your grandfather, you'd be like, hey, can I get you something? Can how can I help you? You'd open the door for him because you'd be like, are you gonna trip and fall on something? Does he have senile dementia? Like you just how much drugs does that dude do a day to even just be alive? Like just to walk around. How many politicians or famous people, if you were to meet them in person, would you not want to immediately um, kick the shit out of? Like literally every part of them. I can't think of too many politicians. In fact, probably none of them. Um, pretty much all of them. Like they're. I love art. I love dancing. I love music. I love movies. But these people are a parasitic infection on society, on the mentality of humans. Like all these people walking around, just here, buddy guy over here, girl over here, all of us. That they've literally psychologically destroyed a lot of people because they're awful at whatever they're doing, and it's easy to see, but nobody believes. They go, oh, politicians help us. The government loves us. Doctors are not there for a business. They care about your health. Nope, they're just there because if you're sick, they make money, so they keep you sick. People watch commercials. You remember like years ago, people would watch the Super Bowl and they started watching the Super Bowl for the commercials. What were they funny? Yes, so literally with the whole game is about badges of what they're selling. They're doing the act to sell you commerce. But fucking the best running back of all time is, I don't know, Bo Jackson. I don't know who you like, but you were watching that for. Do you know how many seconds you got to see them play? Granted, talented. Do I love sports? Yes, 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 yes. But their whole purpose was to sell a product, and that was whatever the commercials were. You think politicians are any different? What are they selling? Why are there people? Why are there lobbyists? Why are there people that go into like, hey, here's $100,000 to push our business? So what do I think of Biden? If it weren't for the fact that he was put in the position of government, he's an absolutely worthless human being. If he's a human being, at worst, at best, he needs a lot of help. Like I don't think he's I think he's inside of a like. Could you imagine being as brain dead as him? Like, could you imagine what it would take to be that stupid? Whose joke was it? Was it Louis? No, it was Bill Burr's. He lived too long. Like he is whatever he was in the 60s, if he existed, I don't know. Whatever that guy was, he was like a respected politician. He was sat around and having a whiskey and a cigarette for lunch and talking about like, oh, well, maybe we go to Iraq and Baghdad and blah 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 blah. Like, okay, that was whatever that was. Now he's just like an incoherent babbling fool. Not that the rest of them aren't. Speaking of, at the beginning, Dolly Parton, the first thing that they apparently cloned was called Dolly the sheep, Dolly Parton. Uh, nothing anymore is nothing is off the board. Nothing is out of bounds. The world is a complete. It's beyond a circus. It's beyond an amusement park. It's beyond any. It's beyond a carnival. Even carnies. A carny. You know what a carny is? Carnival. It's people that work at a carnival. Like they're gypsy types. They couldn't even dream up a scenario as insane as what's occurring in the world right now. Literally, people like. I think there's people that either have become so numb to the world, or they have developed a very high degree of empathy. Like I can't really tell. I mean, like, do I feel sorry for people? Do I have like so much? Do I cry every day over like other people's like what's going on in the world? Sure, I probably do. But then I also have to laugh at it because it's like I can't just sit here. I can't just walk around all day just going, "Fuck, this is what's going on today." This person's trying to have a conversation with me with two masks on. This is what's happening. I have to consider that, and I go, you believe something on the TV from some people that are lying to you so much they're only business as doctors and scientists and, oh, dare I say, yes, doctors and politicians and scientists. And doctors and scientists are a little different, but still the same. Still business. Still making money. Still gotta lie to people to make money. You believe them on the TV. Anyways, so there's my answer about Biden. Excrement. You're allergic to lava. 2D matter. We're through the trauma into a new condition. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. He looks at his shoe. That's a shoe. Ah. um. Well, TD. Yeah. I mean, I've been saying this for a while. That does everyone have PTSD? I think so. Does everybody have TSD? Like, we're not in post traumatic. I mean, I already know fully about post traumatic stress disorder. I'm very very familiar with it. Cause a lot of depression, a lot of I don't really get the anxiety too much. Lucked out in that way, I guess. And sometimes I get a little anxious, whatever. Sometimes I don't know. I'm not fidgety or something. Like, I don't do like you know. I'm not like tapping away and like. Or maybe I just take out. Maybe my fidget is me speaking. Some people don't like the fact that I speak a lot. I don't like it. You know what I don't like? I don't like people that are too quiet. I don't trust them. You know why? Because they're not sharing. If somebody else starts talking and there's a room full of people, someone's still gonna have to fill in the empty space for people. I'm really good with comfortable, like I'm really good with that moments of silence with people. But can I do that on here? Not really. If I had a radio show, which this is kind of essentially a radio show to the degree, right? The number one rule in radio is you can't. There's can't be moments of silence because people would just go, "Oh, nothing's happening here," and go to a different station. They can't deal with static. Uh, in individual in interpersonal relationships with people, like just me, like interpersonal, like me and somebody or a couple people. We could sit there and just be in silence and comfort. I'm down with that all the time. But down here, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I mean, I could go watch some of my videos on meditation. I teach people to meditate. I walk you through it, but I still have to guide that for people. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with all that except for maybe that's my maybe that's my. It's funny. Most people be like, "You're a talkative motherfucker." Not really. It would appear so here. Not really. I'm very quiet and reserved, introverted. I go and sit, just stare at the water. People walk up to me, like they don't know me, like, "Yo, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey." I don't. If we in public and it's a party, oh shit, let's go. But no, most of the time, introverted, reserved. Okay, so yeah, the trauma. Okay, let's I kind of okay. So the trauma, yeah, that um, I think people will develop out of necessity. They'll either become people are going to become exactly what they are. As it's kind of like when you say alcohol is a personality enhancer. So if you're an asshole, you'll be a bigger asshole, and if you're funny, you'll be funnier. If you're whatever, like so, all of these comes out of me too. Like most of the time, I would say I'm pretty funny. Can be an asshole, blah blah blah. It's a personality enhancer. I think with the whole thing that's happening, it's enhancing people's personality to the degree of like people are like, yo, people are pieces of shit sometimes, like royally, like completely, totally. And so that would be the effect. Or people would go, oh man, I isolation, introversion to themselves, and they reflect on things and they go, man, people must be really suffering. And they go through all that, and they become better people. What has it done for me? Perhaps both. But I think most people, I think that would be it's there's already like when they say there was like duality, there's always this like how do you cause uh how do you control society? You cause them to be in conflict. Like, but we're looking at society in a way that like it's a very stark divide between the type of motherfuckers that that drive a car with a mask on versus, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna walk down the street and walk on the sidewalk. I'd like to review this idea with people. Do, do you ever walk down the sidewalk without a mask on, and then someone's walking towards you with a mask on, and instead of doing what people used to do, is just walk down the sidewalk and hey, what's going on, and just almost bump shoulders, whatever. No, you know what they do now? They'll have a mask on and walk into the street, almost get hit by a car, just to go around, like way far around. Where are we? I'm still astounded by that. I still like lately. I've seen less people with masks on, but still get to experience that. I'm still going to. It still happens. People with masks on, just have you ever seen someone with a mask on, and despite having a mask on, you can see the judgy scowling in their eyes when they walk near you, and they're like, "Ugh, how dare you not wear a mask? You must hate everyone." I was like, oh, that's actually your attitude over there. I'm just sitting here smiling, walking down the street. Should I not be walking? Should I be smiling? Should I be happy to be breathing? And I can hear the birds, and I'm gonna touch the tree, and haha, this is and smell the flowers and all this. Yeah, and but there's and they're going, you hate old people, you hate everyone, you're trying to disease the world. Like, actually, bacterial pneumonia happens if you wear a fucking mask, you fool. Don't tell me I did that to you, you shit stain. No, but they'll popularize the idea that if I'm walking around healthy, look at I I'm here. I walk down the street and I talk to people that are homeless, crackheads, whatever, just running around, no masks. Shouldn't they be the first ones, like, getting down with the sickness and dying over this shit? They're fine. I'm good. And then people with masks on are like, oh, I got the thing. And like, what did the doctor tell you? You sure that wasn't because you're just breathing in your own shit style? Oxygen comes in and then you breathe up, and then it's like a poisonous, noxious gas that you're breathing out. It's like how it works. It's like a tailpipe of a car. You tailpipe, like huffing on a tailpipe. Just no, that's your fault. If you walk around without a mask, it's your fault. That everyone else that's wearing a mask, it's bacterial pneumonia. Or they go and they get stabbed up, and then they get sick, and they'll still blame it on you. Like, I didn't tell you to wear a mask. I didn't tell you to get jabbed with a needle. Oh, I don't even just literally in awe of things. Hey, what's up, Link? What are you doing? You fiddle with paper? Yeah, you were fiddling around with paper last night. You got the Hal Zeus. uh, TD Mount. That's a you just I don't jumping the shark. Trauma and sexuality. Interesting. That's a very tough. Yeah, it is definitely. I've never. That's like the whole. I think we discussed this a little bit yesterday. Bondage and sadomasochism and shit. I've never got into like the whole pain is pleasure. If like I like whips and chains when I'm having sex, that kind of shit. Like, no, I don't know. I mean, I could understand why to a degree, but I think it's um I dated a chick that used to cut herself. I didn't know it at first, but then I looked at her arm. I was like, oh shit. I was like, you used to cut yourself. So trauma and violence and sexuality. It can be a release. That's how they would explain it. Trauma is a release of something. So people that they cut themselves because they want to feel that they want to feel something. I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, do I do dumb shit to like cause myself some sort of trauma? So you know why though? Yeah, I'll tell you why I do it. I don't cut myself. I don't, and it's not like literally. I just allow myself to do stupid shit, like fall over the place, and the kids there jumping off a roof onto a table. No, that's not. I'm not that crazy. But it's because so I can figure out how to heal, how to fix that. So that way somebody else, if they have the problem, I can say, hey, here's an herb you need. Here's use the use this. Do that. You know what I mean? I learned that way. I learned through that's my practice. But I mean, the connection, sexuality and trauma. Yeah, it's the release. When orgasm is a release of pressure. This is why people that always talk about like no jerk off, no masturbation, no fapping. I hate people say no fap. Oh, I want to slap the shit out their fucking mouth. It's such a dumb thing to say. And people get me to say it sometimes because it's funny. What do you think about it? I was like, I don't. Could you imagine trying like the child grows up, goes through puberty, and starts to explore sexuality, and tell them not to touch themselves? Like, don't explore your own body and have. But when we become older, we become responsible adults, and we lose connection to our sexuality. I know these people out here like abstinence is the answer to life. No, it's not. Don't be stupid. Just because you're you meditated and you're monkish and you're like, ugh, I'm now holier than thou. Yeah, you're real spiritual there. Cause are you hermaphrodite? Do you not real? So you look like I could look at a dude and be like, good looking guy. Do I want to have intercourse with them? Is there anything about the aroma? About the no? If I look at a woman that's really sexy, you know what? I go, damn. Yeah, that's a turn on. Yeah. So that's life. You know what? There's some animals that I like looking at that I want to interact with. Most of them are pretty awesome, but there are some that like keep a distance. You know, you're just gonna walk up to any animal. I mean, am I gonna sit there and stare at a fish and be like, oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen? It's a fish. I mean, does anybody want a pet turtle? I don't know. I see turtles all the time. Are they cool? Yeah. Fucking. But you can't pet them. What is that? Cool. You could touch a turtle. Okay, cool. But wouldn't you rather have something soft and fluffy? Do you really? Would you really date a chick that was like no hips, skinny legs, no tits, thin lips, sharp, gangly? Would you really? I don't know. I don't think so. I wouldn't. Have I? Certainly. Something to do? Yeah, but no. Preference? So what is that? That's every nature by its own, if it's designed or whatever's happening, nature is there's a sexual masculine feminine thing that's going on. It's the yin and the yang. So people need to be more connected to their sexuality. No, but you know what they got? You got people that are like, oh, gender neutral. Is it gender neutral or is it gender everything? Or is it genderification? No, I didn't say gentrification. I said genderification. That's what people want to do now. Everything's like, I could be anything I want to be. I'm a fucking blah blah blah. Just pick something. Like let's just be. Can we be reasonable, rational humans for a second? If I go into nature, I'm gonna see a male and a woman of a species, and they interact and they produce a seed. And you know what they'll do? If two dogs have the sexy time, they a male might try to hump another male. A female might even try to hump a male. But the only time that a seed is produced and then puppies come out, and of course happens, puppies come out. Crazy, right? And you know what? They'll never. Two dogs having the intercourse, they're never gonna. When the female delivers the baby, I have no gender, but you know what? Women carry the child, right? Isn't that how that works? If two dogs have the sex, hmm do you know what doesn't come out of the female when she produces the puppies? Another species. She doesn't like pop out avocados. She doesn't pop out. Name another animal. Just pick one. Does she pop out fish? No. No dogs. hmm Would you be having an experience that if everything became, if everything was gender, if anything, if everything became gender neutral and everybody's like, no, there's no isolate, no sex, sexuality doesn't exist, you wouldn't exist. You wouldn't exist. Your parents wouldn't have produced you. People are like, abstinence is the way. It's the way to powerful spirituality. If you don't, oh, man, I try to explain this to somebody. Like, if you don't have sex and you don't jerk off and you don't climax, women become more attracted to you. They're more magnetized. No, that's not what that is. That's not how that works. You know, have you ever had intercourse with more than one woman in a day, like a few different women, back to back? Like they could smell the sex on you. I'm not more attractive when I don't have sex. I could be, but you know what? You know what happens to these dudes that like, they're like, if I don't masturbate, I'm no. It's because you're building up tension in your body, and your tension comes out as, hey, what's going on? Let's go have a cup of coffee and talk. No, it's not. It doesn't. It is something you can do. It's a good idea. It's a good practice. I go plenty of weeks without. You know, it's like the tantra. No, 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 no. Tantric. You still shouldn't have sex. You still shouldn't pleasure yourself. In fact, don't even shower. Don't touch yourself. How could you avoid being in the shower with soap all over you and not touch yourself? How would you do that? Are you not erotic enough? Do you never just go, damn, I feel good. You know what? I'd like that touching that too. Hey, can you want to touch each other? That's fun. Yeah. What's up, Barbara? Ah, wicked, dude. Oh, it's good to see you, Barbara. That's awesome. But here's what I won't do. I will never pray for anyone. It's not. It's rude to pray. But I will. But I will throw out good vibes. You know what I mean? Santa says the more you have ejaculation and deplete the Christ oil in your pineal gland, you lose. Did you see how the dude just got really old and gray hair and shit? Where'd that come from? Yo, I be popping off loads in chicks on a regular basis. I'm still doing pretty good. Yes, you do lose some life force, but you reinstill it. Some shamans, some gurus will tell you that they studied the Ayurveda, the Ayurvedic life path. You know what I mean? And they'll say that, like, the the human has, this is how long you live, and this is how many times you can have an orgasm, and this is, it's not, can't be true. Have you ever, how many orgasms have, what about women? Men, here, look, I'm telling you the difference between men and women. Woman has an orgasm, you know what they want to do? They have energy. They want to talk. They want to go play. They want to fuck again. Man has an orgasm. I'm gonna take a nap. Just relax. It's the masculine force. Yes, when men, you will lose energy for a little while, but damn it, you know why? Because do you know how much work men put into having sex? Most of the time, a man is the electrical, aggressive force. I'm doing the work. You're just sitting there receiving the energy. See, men, dude, fucking stroking. Clarence Carter. We men are sitting there sweating, like putting work in. We had to put work in to even talk to you, to, you know, pick you up, take you to dinner, like, all this, and then during intercourse, a woman, if you have a good lover, a woman's gonna sweat too, and she's gonna get on top, and she'll ride, and she'll put work in, of course. But the majority of the time, the exuding of energy, I mean, that would be, if Santos was right, that would be like, then stop playing the Spanish guitar, dude. You're wasting energy. Should I not go to the gym and work out? If I go to the gym and work out, am I not? It, I'm afterwards. I'm tired. I'm depleted, but then I get more, a more my musculature, my form of my body is different. I've altered it. Not masturbating. No, would I suggest to do this all day, every day? No. Mm. It's fucking. It's part of your existence. But if you were abstinent, if you abstinent, absent, if you're abstinent, miss me with all the bullshit then too. Stop playing music. Stop doing that. Don't type on the computer. That's energy. Stop eating. It takes energy to eat. You don't People don't understand the process of eating. They think food gives you energy. No, it depletes you. Go eat a bunch and then go run a marathon. Ain't gonna happen. Not a good look. You're gonna be tired. Then you don't understand how eating works. So if you don't ejaculate, you don't masturbate, if you don't have sex, if stop eating. Stop watching the TV, stop typing on the computer, stop listening to music, stop doing anything that is energetically fluxing through you. Go back into meditation and shut your fucking mouth. I don't want to hear it no more. People with this no fat bullshit. Pfft, fuck out of here. Dorks. Whale penises. What's up, Danny? What are you doing? Oh, Barbara, it's already in the works. Don't you worry. Barbara, yeah, isn't he vegan now? He didn't he I remember he came out a while ago and said he was doing UT, urine. He was drinking piss. I don't know. I doubt he does anymore. I don't know. But mad malnourished, right? He looks frail, feeble, weak, and it's not. Yeah, no, veganism. Go vegan non-fappers that play Spanish guitar and look like they look literally like he's like another dude. Like, do I respect him and his knowledge and all his astrotheology, and yeah, of course I've learned a lot from him. Could he take care of himself physically, like in any type of physical situation? Like, if do you think that? I think most children could probably beat him up. I think children, like, literally could physically hurt him that badly. Not a good look. Am I skinny? Am I looking a little? Probably right now. Except for Danny scene, I got man moves. I got movies right now. I got What you talking about, Danny? Who's the judge? Nobody's judging. I'm just saying. I think he would. I think children could beat the fuck out of him. That's all. That's just all. I don't know. Um, what did I say? What did I say? What are you talking about? Just because I said something doesn't mean. See, I didn't judge anything, Danny. I have no judgment. It's just an observation. I'm like Seinfeld. I'm an observational humorist. Oh yeah. Oh, back in 27. No shit. Have I been really doing that? Have I been really been doing this that long? Awesome. Yeah, I've learned. He's one of my favorite teachers. One of the best out there. Still doesn't take away from the fact that, you know, I think a tiny little, I think he could probably get, you know, a, a cricket could probably, a spricket. You ever seen a spricket? Bobblehead ass. Danny, you talking about me that I got a bobblehead? Or, yeah, but Barbara, that's the thing too. Let me just. This is something it bears repeating. People that are anti-technology and anti, like, oh, turn off the TV, turn off the something. You're addicted to the phone and blah blah. No, people need to give that shit up. Like, stop believing that lie. Is most of what's on the TV and commerce terrible? Yes. Is there programming that is no good? Absolutely. Is the phone, can the phone be addictive? When people are like very just stuck to it? Yes. But look at this. There's my phone right there, and you get to interact with me, and I get to interact with you. I get to learn through this. I learned so much through using, just hit the YouTube or the brand YouTube, or even Instagram. I learned from Instagram. A lot of people probably don't. They're just sitting there mindlessly looking at memes. No, those are educating me on things. And then I go in the comments and I'm like, oh, what kind of dumb shit are people saying today? Is anything intelligent here? I learned all sorts of things. So there is the, without this, I wouldn't know any of you. You wouldn't know me. Could you imagine if if I never decided to make a video? If I just was like, one day I was like, no, fuck this. If I was just so uncomfortable in my own skin and my voice, I used to not like my voice. I didn't like what I looked like on camera. I didn't like my voice. Now I'm pretty comfortable with it. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. I like looking at this. I like talking to myself. I like talking to you guys. I like interacting. There's education to be had. So people are like, the TV sucks. Get off your phone. Like, yeah, but do you know how many people that you get to learn from and interact with because of the phone, because of the YouTube, because of the internet? Are people overly addicted to it? Perhaps. Uh, so they don't forge like actual physical relationships and bondings in a physical form. Like, let me use Danny Skylark here for an example. I know her through here. I don't know if she's just, if she's playing like a long funny, if she's cock teasing me from a distance for years now, or if it's just because or whatever. But could this turn into a physical, like a human relationship? Perhaps. Have I met people from this? Yes. Sometimes it's crazy. I've actually, one time I was right when I started making videos. It was maybe a year into. I was walking down the street and somebody was like, "Yo, Zen." I was like, "Oh shit." I'm thinking through my head. I'm like, I don't. Did I meet this dude at a bar last week and we're just like fucking talking shit till 4 in the morning? I don't. What was? And he's like, I was like, what's up, yo? And he's like, dude, I know you from YouTube's. I was like, for real? He's like, dude. And then we had a then we hung out, gave me his number, had some drinks and just mugged out in a street corner. Yeah. So you gotta, it's you can't rely on it, but it's definitely something. It's a tool there. I can go shopping. You know what? I don't. Do I always want to walk down the street and go to the store and grab? No. I want. Sometimes I just want to go. I'm getting delivery today. I don't even need to talk to nobody. I just push some buttons and Amazon will deliver me something, or or a food delivery service. I mean, I don't use too much food delivery service. Although I do get groceries delivered. So actually, I found two things that are cheaper to do. Get delivery groceries. I don't gotta stand in line. Um, there's all sorts of I find different deals. Like it's like, oh, this shit's on sale. I wouldn't walk through the store looking like what's on sale today. So I can like find things that are, and it comes right to my door, and then I get to give someone like they get a paycheck, and hey, keep the system going. Here you go. Here's a tip. Blah blah blah. Thank you. And you know what I didn't have to do? I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was like just type some things in. It all comes right to the door. What a good life, huh? But I do that all the time now because I like to interact with people too. So there's a funny story. Uh, my voice sounded different, didn't it though? I perhaps it's just I'm more melodic, and I because I like the sound of my. This is just it's developed into this. Maybe it's because I've talked more that my voice uh, matured to a degree. I don't know. Don't know what it is. The YouTube University. Yeah, Barbara, I still don't know what to do with that. When people tell me that, it's still, what's up, Gary? The extroverted shut-in? Yeah. Yeah, I still don't even, Barbara, I don't even know what to do with that. I have no idea. People like, whenever people say to me, like, what the fuck? Why do you know everything you know? I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, we all have the wisdom within us, and all the answers are inside. I'm like, hmm. No, this took a lot of fucking legwork. This took a lot of effort, a lot of days, nights, and pouring through books and documentaries and collected weird pieces of information and interaction with people. You learn things everywhere. So, was this some old like, oh, you're just a wise guru? No, it's fucking. You know how many times I've had I've fallen over, stumbled in my journey and path, and just became part of it, and said, "Oh, this is how you learn, part of it." Does it look good when you're doing it well? I think about people that dance, right? Dancers. You know how many times they screwed up a dance move or a step or something they were doing? All the time. But when you fall off the horse, you got to get back on. And that's just kind of. But I still don't understand. I still don't understand why I know as much as I know. It's and it's really it's always makes me feel just weird. I don't know when I get a compliment or somebody says this, I don't know what to do with it. I still go, ugh. If you only knew. Everybody, I like to explain it like this, that somebody's like, oh, I wish I was like Michael Jordan at basketball, or name your favorite sport and whatever it is. Like, and you want to be that. No, you don't. Do you know how much time that dude spent in the gym? Do you know how many hours of doing that it was? There's a video that oh, what the hell is his name? Put somebody from the urine therapy community. Wiley Smith. He put out one of his biggest videos. Michael Jordan is a psychopath. That was the video. Michael Jordan is a psychopath. Are psychopaths bad people? No. Can they be? Certainly. But psychopath just means they're following a path. It's like a focus, unlike anything else. It's obsessive. Do people that do something to the point of profession have a little bit of OCD? Oh, certainly. It's like you never trust a skinny chef, because their obsession would be the food and eating it and whatever. Interesting, because have you ever tried doing a fast on water and cooking? It's pretty weird. Hey Barbara, the thumbnails. I didn't edit any of my videos. The thumbnails were just like, that was when I first started doing things. So I had to collect a few ideas to be comfortable speaking, and so I'd be like, here's an image for everyone, so maybe you can see what I'm understanding, and then and also because I wanted to have little like post-it notes to myself. So if I got off track of what I was saying, and then I was just like, nah, I paint with my tongue. That's what it is. So I mean, what? Be honest. Would you rather right now? Would you rather see a bunch of stupid thumbnails of the words that I'm saying, like there's like pictures of things, or would you rather see my face? Hey, I, I think I know the answer to that. Yeah, yeah, Wiley. Yeah, he hasn't posted much lately, but yeah, I used to bug out with him a little bit. He used to do I think Wednesday nights he would do a live video of him playing, oh, what video game? Jeopardy, or Wheel of Fortune or something. And then people would just jump on and help with the clues, and we just have like conversation. Well, yeah, I don't, yeah, it's like thinking about it now. Um, in hindsight, like what would I have been doing otherwise? What would I have done? Where would have my life, what my life path, what my journey would be? It got me into learning about astrology more, tarot cards. I interact with people differently, certainly. If I never made videos, like I don't. I mean, well, years ago, um, it was like I would just sit down at a local pub, restaurant, bar, whatever, and somebody sit down next to me like, "What's up?" And I start having a conversation. And I can't tell you how many people would be like, "What the fuck? Do you do a TED talk? There's a fucking stage. There's a stage right there. I'll purchase you the room. Go talk." And I just didn't know how exactly. I mean, how do you go about selling tickets and shit? How do you go about doing the whole, like? I mean, I get it. I used to business marketing, all that shit. Yeah, that's what. In high school, uh, that was just to clean my whistle out, little vodka. In high school, I figured out a way. This would probably amaze some people, considering how how talky I am at times, and how much I know, and how much I've read, and how much I read, and am slightly artistic, as well as also fully autistic. Yes, completely autistic. Um, that in high school, I figured out a way to not take um, any art courses. I took all electives in business and technology. I was able to, if you took two of these classes rather than, I got out of taking art classes and music classes, which for most people would probably be crazy because we always listen to music, and I have quite the large collection of good music, and how much music and art means to my life. High school, nah, nope. And I almost I could have graduated in 11th grade. That's another thing people don't know. I could have graduated in 11th grade. So in 12th grade, I only had to take like two classes. So I came to school at like 10 and left at noon, in and out for 12th grade. And the only reason I still went to high school was because I played soccer, and I like, so sports. So I used to play sports and business. I did not listen to good music. Listen to shitty music. I didn't. I hated reading. I got through most of high school. I even got good grades in English. Amazingly enough, I don't think I read one book. You know, even when you'd have to do, even when we had like in English class, you'd be like, oh, here's the book we need to read. I'm like, is there a cliff notes of this shit? And I wouldn't even read the cliff notes. I would just kind of like, that's nope. Hated reading, hated books, hated music. No, I didn't hate it. Didn't want to do artwork. And now music and reading and English. Yeah. But high school, nah. I figured out how to not do any of that. Didn't take any musical classes. In hindsight, if I had to redo it, I probably would have learned instruments as a child. I would have been focused on that. Yeah, I probably would have read more books. Probably would have wrote more. But hey. Barbara, I'm kind of amusing. I'm kind of amusing. Imagine being as this is I'll just go ahead and let's do this. Being as articulate, intelligent, funny, and good looking as me doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. It's just this. This is what you get. And it's sometimes you know what, I go and watch my old videos because it's more entertaining than most shit that I can watch. Is that narcissistic? No, I don't think it is. Am I sitting there obsessing over it, going, oh? I'm not like looking at it. I'm looking at it sometimes because like it's entertaining, and sometimes I learn something from it. Like, oh, maybe next time explain it this way. I wish I would have said it this way. Oh, Daddy, you like reading? Oh man, I still don't like reading so much. I like reading to people. I'll grab a book and read to someone, or if I'm like I mean I have a ton of books that I've read, but the whole prospect of here's 300 pages and I'd rather just put on an audiobook and speed it up. You know, I don't want to listen to it at a. I should have probably taken Spanish. You know how fast people that speak Spanish usually talk, how fast and fiery, and they're speaking the rate of speed at which most English speakers, how many words a minute, maybe 100 or so, and you can only read so fast. Now you actually, the craziest thing about reading and listening to someone is you'll um, the faster up to a degree. So like if so let's say at 100 words a minute, your rate of memory and recall will be 30%. But if I talk faster or you read faster, your rate of recall will actually be higher it's sparking the brain and keeping it like you have to really focus. Your brain is focused on it. Somebody's slow and dribble and just talking. You're not gonna be engaged. I mean, sometimes it's nice to slow down and talk a little bit. Like some people are like, dude, just you talk too fast. It was like, no, this is the rate at which I talk. I walk fast most of the time. It's not anxious. It's just I have long legs. If I walk slower, I might fall over. If I talk slower, I might trip over my words. Authentic is one of my favorite words. Yeah, it's I, It's a difficult trait to find in people these days. Everybody has a reason not to be. Like there's so many reasons to be inauthentic. There's so many reasons to be bullshit. If I was inauthentic and I was bullshit, I would make a lot of money. I would never have to. There would be very few worries I have in my life. I'd have no worries financially. Being authentic and honest and like this, it's my income is not in relation to how much I care. If compassion and empathy and knowledge and wisdom and truth and authenticity equaled a paycheck, oh, I'd be a trillionaire. But that doesn't pay the bills. Because why? The simplest thing I can tell people is the freest thing. Drink your piss. Who's gonna believe that? Sounds crazy. It's free. Okay, drink water. You don't even have to buy the special shit. You don't even have to buy that. No. Is that enough? No? Okay, eat fruits and vegetables. Okay, that might cost you a little bit of money. Am I marketing a fruit or vegetable? Well, can I make money off of that? No. what could I make money telling someone that you're overpaying for the car that you're about to buy, and they're gonna shaft you at the tail end when you're getting a loan. The car isn't worth that. They could sell it to you for $5,000. Was that gonna? No, I could sell it to you for $5,000 less. I know it says what the market price is, but that's not where they're making money. That goes into my pocket. Would it be in my best interest to? Could I be a doctor? I mean, should I? Do I have PhDs? I probably would. I probably have a bunch. Could I get an honorary degree from any school? Probably. But could I be a doctor though? Could I go into no? Why? Because I would tell people the truth, and the truth would damage the entire industry of the liars that are doctors. And could I be that? Like, you don't need any of these prescriptions. You don't need any of these pills. You can actually go eat some yogurt, some sauerkraut, and stick this up your butt and do an enema, and you know, pretty free. Here, I'll give you some pills because they're fun. Doctors for real. You really just most of what doctors have here. These are it take the edge off. Am I going to get paid to sell you these? They're legal drug dealers. That's the size of this. Would I be happy being a legal or illegal drug seller? No, yeah. Who hasn't done some sort of drugs? But would that make me? I couldn't do it legitimately because I would be like, okay, I could give you this codeine, or I could give you this whatever the fuck that whatever pill you need. I could, but there's also this plant that's way cheaper, and there's and you could just do this, and here you could do these practices of. You could have a tantric lifestyle. You could live an Ayurvedic life. Here's some. You could do a couple. You could dance. Some postures you could do. Breathe differently. Can I sell breathing to people? I can't sell you piss. I can't sell you water, and I can't sell you breath. uh, well, you're welcome, Barbara. Um, the chipmunks. Yeah, there's also, Barbara. You can probably find a program that does this where you can listen to. You can listen to some things sped up, but as you speed it up, it becomes chipmunk. But you can adjust the tone to get it back to a normal voice, just talking faster. I forget what the programs would be called, but you can. There's quite a few of them out there. All free. They're all free 99. Just download one of those. I can't think of it off the top of my head which one to look for, but if you don't like to, if you like the sound of someone's voice, but you just want to talk faster. hmm. Hmm. What's next? What's next on the agenda here? Ooh, that as the beginning of the show, I was talking about healthy things to do. Drinking lime juice when you wake up. Lemon, lime, water. I like a little sugar in it, so it's tasty, and a little vodka. That was just to clean my mouth up, but um, and I was talking about how that would get the bowels going. Yeah, I do have to take a dump pretty soon here. Cleans out all the garbage that I shoveled into my face yesterday. I don't remember what I eat. Favorite thing in the world: white saltine, like just white bread, just saltines with some butter and cheese on it. Perfect snack. But it was like I was just like shoveling it in my face, like ugh. Oh, and and also I ate a bunch of broccoli and potatoes. Yes. And so, health practices. What would I have? Well, how could I make money selling people broccoli, potatoes, uh, lemon juice? Pretty good. It'll clean you right out. Clean you right out too. It'll make your kidneys function better. Make your blood cleaner. Clean out your bowels. We only had two poop jokes earlier, and this is not a joke. But I do need to poop pretty soon. So I will invite anyone that wants to. If you'd like to join me on Zoom, we can do that. Because that way you could just play some music and talk to each other or whatever, and I can go do my duty. It's poop jokes. Poop jokes. Yes. Gotta throw anything to do with. You want Danny? Oh, Danny. You wanna do a zoomy? You wanna do a Zoom room with me? Let's do that. Let's do that. One moment, please. That's something I could do. Probably. We probably do voiceovers. I could probably do like uh like a like a phone links hugs. What are you talking about, Danny? I could probably do like a phone operator. Yeah. One moment, please. Uh. Poo. Poo jokes. Cool. This should be so much easier. I shouldn't have to go through all these settings every time. I should be able to just start a meeting and just give me the code. And I have to hit like 6 other buttons. Okay. Right. I will offer the ability for people to share the screen, and here's the number. It's 824-0378-1937. And it'd be nice if you post it in there. I'm sure Danny will do this. 824, and then do the space. 0378-1937. And everybody else, come through if you want. If I don't let you in right away, because you go into a waiting room and then I have to allow you in, it's just because I would be doing the poopies. So here's the number again: 824-0378-1937. Danny will be here. Okay, everybody else. Hey, Danny, can you? Hi. What are you doing? Okay, so I've allowed the room to be shareable right now. So I'm gonna go do a duty. Okay. So and you guys, if you didn't hear the number, I just said it. You just rewind it. There's the number. Come join. That's the Zoom. Blah blah blah. Good to see everybody. Barbara, stay awesome. And everybody else. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.